Hello, this is Tailix, and welcome to my first Tailix trials of Sword of the Stars. Today I am doing a random map with one of every race with 3 stars each and 15 techs to every race. I obviously am today playing as the Aquatic Lear race, which specialise mainly in peace and technology, so my ships are not as strong as the other races, but still pretty, well, I think they're pretty good because they're my favourite. Right, as I start off on this random galaxy, I've noticed already it's one of these that I've never actually played on, so this is going to be quite an experience for me. So first of all, like I do with every galaxy, I usually base my games around the 1 million mark, 3 stars, 15 technologies. First thing I do obviously is look at the research bar and see what I've got. Now already I'm quite happy. I have not got sniper cannon unfortunately, but still I've got light emitter, which is one of my main early technologies, straight off the bat. And I do not have DF racks, which is another of my main technologies that I like off the bat. But anyways, we're playing on technology aside. When I don't have the DF rack technology, I then focus on plasma cannon as like my main use for early stage. Right, first things first, I like to get economy going, which is a really helpful tactic. Your economy boosts everything, so I need that industrial output of everything. So obviously my first research is usually, if I don't have cybernetic, is expert systems. As you can see, it takes 5 turns to complete, but with the slider I can just move it forward. So 2 turns is about the best, so 3 at maximum if it goes over budget. At this point obviously I start my first designs. I generally get rid of all the basic designs and start from scratch, because that's how I like to roll. And I'm going to get my first scout. I always use standard commander on scout because it's the only ship in my fleet that will have that bridge. And obviously this is where I put my DF rack / plasma cannon if I don't get it. Obviously I also replace these 2 side mounts here and here on the ship to basic cannon. This is to give it different types of damage, because the game works on kinetic and energy based weapons. There's also other types like slashing and that. I won't go into detail for now. Also having a emitter mount, which is a little electro gun that bounces off of other ships. They also act as flak for missiles, giving it a pretty good coverage and close range combat, as well as having a bit of distance and a good shot with the plasma cannon. Once again, you may look at me and go, what I'm doing? Just naming the ship now, and obviously I have a way of categorizing ships, especially on my main Lear side, that might confuse people, but really, because sometimes it orders it in alphabetical order, I generally have a system where all the better ships will be pushed up front. Right, now I've got a design for a scout. I am now going to build as much as I can. I'll just move all these bars on all my planets to construction. And I'll build as many as I can in my first turn. So I can get 10 off my main. Size 3, I'll probably get about 3. Ooh, 4, that will do. And a size 6, so again it'll be about 6. Ooh. Maybe not. 3 again. That's actually a really low output planet at the moment. Right, off we go. End my turn. Now on my second turn here, obviously I've got my fleets down here. I'm now going to split them and send them in all directions. I like to see the galaxy. I like having scouts everywhere. Basically, if I don't have a distance fighter on a planet that I can't colonize, I feel that it's a weak spot. So I've been doing this since my early days, and as the little scouts on this game are really cheap, but they come quite handy. Right, just keep going. So now my friends are probably wondering, this is why I take so long on the second turn. I'm just ordering ships to go everywhere. Yeah, that's pretty good. I've seen a few more planets around there, so I'm actually going to go and build a few more this turn. Only from my home though. Alrighty then. Expert Systems was complete on time. This gives a nice boost. And obviously from there on, I haven't got any new systems yet, so I'm not going to worry about the terraforming. So obviously my next tech will be the industrial tree. Again, decreasing ship saving costs here and giving me access to the strafe bridge for combat. That'll be a lot later. Again, this turn, split the fleet, send them on scout missions. I consider this little trick to be like my early radar, my early warning system. Obviously, this stage of the game, there's not going to be too many big fleets yet. Right, and off we go. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, research is done. Orbital foundries are ready. And again, back onto the tree for advanced robotics. Again, decreasing ships' production costs. This is actually quite exciting. I don't know what to expect. I've put one of every race on. And here we go, my first over budget of the game. When this happens, obviously, in the older ones you move the slider down to half of what's there if it's a one-turner. I'm just going to take a little bit off, that guarantees me a bit of money next turn, but obviously in the complete edition, which is the one I'm playing, it actually gives you the remaining back in funds. There we go. Now normally at this point, if I still haven't got a planet ready, I would do predictive gunnery and get, if I had sniper on this side, but this time is going to be point defense tracking. Again, this is get these techs out of the way. I find these techs quite annoying to research when you're in a hurry. And again, end turn. As you can see, my first planet I've discovered is not, well, it's cost prohibitive, meaning I cannot colonize it at this point. There are techs to lower, or increase, the amount your people can terraform. So to me that's just a mining world, which I may, depending on resources, take away from it and put it onto another planet. Right, here we go. As you can see, here we go, we've got a pretty easy size 2 to get, pretty nice size 3 to get, and over here again another size 3. These ain't ideal planets, but obviously they're better than the surrounding ones. Let's say a size 6 here, it's pretty costly, it's 73 thou. Another cost prohibitive, and we've got a 4, which is even worse than that 6. And a 1 there. This planets that I'm finding are very small, so I won't, on the bright side, I won't need many colonizers to take them, but I still require looking after. Now, point defense tracking is done, which is nice. And now I'm going to move on to terraforming. Now we've got some planets, and my first one is suspended animation. Now, as you can see, that goes to 2 turns about there on the slider. Obviously now I'm going to add about another double it, just guarantees me getting that research on 1 turn. Right. Right, now that's done, I need to get some system ships, and we've got, ooh, now that's worthy. That is awesome, right there. That size 7 is gonna be mine. I want it to be mine. So, first of all, back to the design menu. And we're gonna work on a new design with Vision Engine, and standard command once again. This time we're gonna get a colonizer. See that suspended animation has just come on. So I can get that. I then change all mounts of all system ships, as I call them, into the basic Gauss cannon because it's the cheapest. It doesn't provide them with the protection that they require, but it does get them what I need. Ooh, ZZY. Transport. Would help if I could spell today. There we go. Obviously, that when you build these ships, they have a travel distance of 9. So if I take a look between the planets, there is 13.9, where I can only travel 9.0. So obviously, I have to now design a tanker to help get them to their destination. So again, tanker. Again, I play with this role of all 3 being the cheapest mount, easy. And again, I use this little classification. Just to name the ships, keep them in order, and so when they get into combat, I don't lose them as much as I would the warships. Obviously now I can build the tanker. I'm going to build about 2. Yeah, 1 will get me the 13, and as many colonizers as I could do in 2 turns. For the other planets that have been discovered, I am going to rack out a tanker and as many as that. That will do nicely, and size 6 should be able to get a few more than that. 2, 5, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll write that one up to 3 turns just to get them to destinations. Ooh. It's actually a really low production planet, that. Even with all the researches, it's not that good. Right, so, in a turn. Now obviously, my fleet here, Epsilon fleet, goes over here to Griffin. And they'll be there in 8 turns. So I'm just going to quickly run off Yeah, I'm going to move them to there. Get these.
Yes, Elder. We move as you command.
And once again, ooh, it didn't produce these right. That's okay. It's going to keep home busy for a bit. Right. Hooray! We found someone. We have 4 ships coming this way. Now obviously this one little distance fighter ain't gonna do it. So I'm still gonna say hi and try and resolve things a bit peacefully. Oh, there we go. There's my answer. Ceasefire already before they even clashed. I'm going to accept that as I prefer to avoid engagement at this stage of the game. Right, I'm just going to split these fleets up. So we got. I just select that lot. 2 squads of 8. You can go there, and you can go over here. Now obviously, ooh, I haven't been doing the researches. I got two. Ooh, that's set me back a bit. Obviously, early stages, everything matters. On the bright side though, I've got a lot of funds, so it's pretty good to sometimes forget. It can work to your advantage, but then it cannot. Now obviously with enemies nearby, I'm going to have to start thinking about shields. I love the shields tactic. Ooh, 1 turn with everything on it. Yeah, 2 million now, so at least that's a really good thing. Ooh, we got another size 7. You can go there. What are you? Size 7. 2 size 7s. Awesome. Now obviously, ooh, shields 2. I'm going to get that done as quick as I can. I like number 2. Now obviously here I click on this little pie chart and I can go over to fleets, and I usually use my filter at this stage with colonizers. And we've got 3 turns on 2 fleets till the next colonization. So I'll go to my first turn of colonizing and then get them on the go. Shields 2 have gone over budget, annoyingly. There we go, it's finally done. Right, at this stage I'm going to enter what I call the destroyer phase, and ooh, I've already got it. Nice. Got battle computers. And that obviously means now it's time to get fast and light economics. I want trade routes to start appearing amongst the planets that aren't doing anything. Right, I should have 2 fleets on planets. This little one here, and I select just to colonize them, and same goes for you. And then on my next turn, should all be done. Yay, a new home. This planet now belongs to my race. Obviously now I click full terraforming on both. They can't do much because they're this planet here only has a population at the moment of only 724. Now with the tankers, I'm going to return them home to collect more car risers, and with the scout on that planet I tell him to go to another place. Right, that's that all done, and one more turn before I get trade routes. I'll leave it here at the end. Thank you for watching today, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a good thumbs up, and if you want to join the cavalry, hit that subscribe button.